Hello everyone, big news here today as the Blues will be without goalie Jordan Binnington for the rest of this series against Colorado Avalanche due to a lower body injury. Binnington was coming off of a really tough year in the regular season, save percentage of .901, goals against average of 3.14, and a goal saved above average of negative 6.46 in 37 games in this regular season. However, in the playoffs, Binnington has been a totally different story as he's logged a save percentage of .949, goals against average of 1.72, and a goal saved above average of 6.18, which is the second best out of all goalies this postseason. This run by him has really been big for them since the first round for him and the Blues, as he's only allowed 9 goals, even though he's been expected to give up nearly 15. He's been especially important in this series for his team against the Avalanche, as he's been a kind of balancing act for St. Louis, as the first 2 games were able to be split. The first game, the Avalanche were really out-chancing St. Louis, and he was really one of the main, if not only reason they were able to get it to overtime, their big thing there. And then, of course, he put on a show in Game 2. His team did play much better, of course, in that game, as they were able to outplay the more talented Avalanche squad. Unfortunately, in Game 3, Nazem Kadri drove to the net, and there was some collision between himself, Binnington, and then another Blues player. And while I don't think it was malicious this time, I think a guy like Kadri and his history, as well as Binnington and his history with them, is going to be a big focal point and a shift in the series, as they already are not a big fan of him in St. Louis, but he's going to be public enemy number 1 there now. Again, for the Blues, they had a 1-0 lead at the time in that game, ended up losing 5-2, and then that was because Husso came in relief in net for Binnington and changed the course of the series. Maybe, just maybe, we'll have to see. Obviously, you never want injuries to be a big talking point of the playoffs as a deciding factor, but this really could be for the Blues. As for other aspects of this, reportedly the injured goalie for St. Louis, Binnington, threw a water bottle at the Asford Kadri last night during a post-game interview, and it does seem that this story is true. Curious to see what comes out of this, as even though if it wasn't true, I wouldn't have been surprised. But it does seem that it's been verified by multiple people. And considering that Binnington's a guy that shows a lot of emotion, and these two have a bit of bad blood between each other historically, that's why I'd say that this is expected. Curious to see if he gets a fine. Obviously, you can't suspend him for this round because he's going to be injured. But yeah, we'll have to see. So that's all for this video. Will Binnington and his injury be the end of the Blues for this round, or will they end up beating Colorado? Let me know down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you are new. Everyone stay safe. Have a great night, and you go off hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.